What's up, everybody? I'm gonna give y'all a little walkthrough on the skill tree on Atlas. It's been a while since anybody's done one. Alright, Atlas was supposed to be a mod for Ark Survival Ascended back in 2018. But whenever the official map came out, the game is so big. As we'll wait for the game to load up. The game was so big that they couldn't put it on a server because it takes 200 something servers to do the full map of Atlas. Alright, I loaded up into the game. I'm gonna hit I to bring up my inventory. I am playing on a server right now, but just do the walkthrough. Alright, your first skill will be Survivalist. Each time you level up, you get a certain amount of skill points. But your first one that you gotta unlock is Survivalist. And to get anything else, like your Construction, Beast Mastery, your Archery, your Armory, Medical, your like ship cannons and stuff like that, your ships, your crew, your cooking, piratery, and this is a special quest. We'll go over that in a few minutes. But you have to go through basic survival in order to unlock everything else. As you can see, I unlocked the basic clothing, which you got to come down, then you go to primitive, then that's when it starts branching off to everything else. If you're playing on a PVE server, at first, don't go for your melee stuff. There's no sense in it. Now, after you get to your higher levels, yeah, go for it. At first, you want to start with range. You want to do your construction, get all your tools and stuff where you can actually build stuff. Like, let's see, your first basic. Yeah, basic. You get your storage. Go ahead and start getting your storages ready. Trust me, once you get to the bigger storage, you still don't have enough room for all the stuff that you actually do. Then come over here, Beast Mastery. You want to level this up, you want to get this as quick as possible. Tames on this game is your life. Hood. You want to get tier 3 so you can get your elephants, your tigers, your giraffes, your rhinos. Tier 2, you can use bears and some of the other lower creatures below that, like your wolf. As you heard, one of my pucker towers go off. It's killing a random non-tameable creature probably. Tier 3 is what you want. That's where you get all your resource gathering creatures from. Alright, and this is your melee weaponry. You don't need to grab this first unless you're in a PvP, going PvP. If you're going PvP straight server, then yeah, this is so you can do your hand-to-hand combat and stuff like that. And then you got your range weaponry. like your guns, your grenades, anything that you can throw or shoot. And you want to, once you get up to the higher level stuff, you need to make sure you have that stuff unlocked. Armory, you do need the first one for fur, but if you want to upgrade to higher tier stuff like Masterwork, Legendary, Mythical, then you need to make sure you're coming all the way down. And I got the Secrets of the Armor unlocked, so I can grab the Soldiers of the Dam armor and wear that. And also because of the glider. Then you got your medicine, which some of the stuff is hard to find depending on the server. Some of it's real easy to find, but then you can go down your medical, heal people, and this, that, and the other. Next is your armory. This is all your ship stuff and your base protection if you're in PvP, which you can still use it on PvE, like your swivel guns, your Gatling gun, mortars, not really. The catapult, not really. It's more, those are more for PvP. But you can also get explosive barrels and stuff like that to shoot out, to blow stuff up better. Then you can move over to seamanship. This is where you start to be able to craft your ships and stuff. First off, you'll start with the basic, the dinghy, the raft, the sloop. But wherever you log in at, every server has a free port. There's a guy there that will build a ship for you. All you have to do is just bring him the resources he's asking for in order to build that ship. Let's see. Like if you wanted a raft, most likely it's going to be 125 fiber, 600 or 60 hide, and then 250 wood. And it goes up from there. Like the sloop is 110 fiber, 8 metal, 280 thatch, 120 wood. What else does this thing build? And the dinghy's a little rowboat. You really don't want that. And then you can start working your way down the seamanship. Next ship will be the shipwright is the cog. It's an okay ship to start out with. Then you get the merchant ship, where you can get the schooner and the brig, the large shipyard. You get your sails. Shipmaster is when you start getting into the modular ships, like your Pegasus, your Carrack, your Ramming Galley, your Mystic Kraken, your Turtle ship, which I don't recommend building because it's really slow and it's ungodly expensive to build. And after you do that, you can go over to and get your galleon, which is the biggest ship on the game, but it's also one of the slowest, regardless on what you do to it. And then you can fill out the rest of it. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh, I get that. Alright, seamanship, or your captaineering. You need this. in order to get a resource box. A resource box is where you can put on your ship for your crew to get paid. And the food ladder is for where the crew eats at. Those got to be on the ship unless you want to put food in your crew's inventory to make and money on their inventory to make sure they're paid. If you don't, they will mutiny on you and, you know, go on about their business. Everything else on this is just self-explanatory. How to make the crew cheaper or more talented. Lieutenant Podium is when you get more crewmates with you, like friends, actual players, and they can control the ship as far as the sails and the cannons go as you're driving. Next is your cooking, where you can unlock different stuff. So you can start doing your gardening and cooking specialty meals to help boost up your stats. Which right now, if you look over here, my stats are kind of low. Of course, I am starving. Don't worry, I'll feed myself before anything else. Next is Piratery. This is just to help you become a little bit better quality or get better stuff whenever you're digging. Learn some stuff like the voodoo, the knowledge of the old ones. That's basically black magic stuff. Plunder. You get more resources when you demolish stuff. Your diving to help you get down, dive quicker, and get back up quicker. The shovel stuff is to help whenever you're doing a treasure map to get 20% more of what you're digging up. And the quest skills, these are all the things they want you to do before, or well, this exported Ets and the veteran Pathfinder are fighting the Kraken. There's two different Krakens. You get the first one, and then you get, which is easy, or somewhat easy. Then you get the second one that's a little bit harder. The harder one is beating the game, for the most part. Then you get treasure skill, where you have to dig up a certain level quality treasure in order to get it. Fight the ghost ship. There is a ghost ship that circles the grids. If they got it set up right, and you can only shoot it or kill it at nighttime. Surrender of the Dams Guild. What was this one? I think this is the one where you have to kill or destroy a high level ship of the dam, like level 65, I do believe. Then you have to go kiss a mermaid. Certain areas will have mermaids where they'll pull you off the ship, and you have to go up and punch it 3 times in order to get the kiss. Then you got to kill the blue whale and the sperm whale. The blue whale does not aggro on you. The sperm whale will. So you have to be very careful with that. Kill the giant squid. This is going to be the fun one. You actually got to go searching for it. Some people will let you know where it's at, you know what grid it's in. When I mean grid, this is what I'm talking about, grid. If I can get my keys to work. Here's the grids. This server is a 5x5. Each grid is an actual server. Go back here. And then you get the Fountain of Youth. You have to go there 3 times when you reach 100 years old to rejuvenate. The Veteran Explorer is where you find or you touch so many islands in each throughout the whole entire map. Harvest boost, and that's where you go fight the Yeti monster, which is, I haven't done it yet. This is one I haven't done, but I'm looking forward to it. We're in the process of going for cracking number 2 so we can go do that one. Earn it after completing master call. And this is where you discover the whole entire map, like I have. I have no war fog anywhere. But after you say you picked the wrong thing, you can actually come here and respec. You only get 1 each time you level up. So if you do it, say you're level 99 like I am, and you do it, do not do it. Leave that 1 so you can respec back, or you have to go to a free port or somewhere and pay the gold in order to do it. I'm already 100 years old. No wonder I'm so slow. Okay, now with the blueprints, I'll also show you something. Alright, this blueprint here is for gun ports. For a modular ship. As you can see on the screen, it does say fiber, parentheses 6x58. There's 6 different fibers in the game. They want all 6 types in order to craft this. 6 thatches and then 6 woods. The mythos are from, you can get them from shipwrecks, you can get them from killing specialty creatures that are on boss islands. Alright, and we'll look here. See, this one calls for metal on this one. Each blueprint will ask for something special that no other one wants. Right. Let's see. I'll run over here to our map, our blueprint room. All right. So let's see here. All right. Here's my armor dock that I may want to build. All right. It's calling for 6 different types of alloys. Then 6 fibers. Over 2,000 in gold. The metals, almost 4,000 of each stone. Then 6 thatches and then 6 woods. So depending on what you want to build and craft, if you're in stuff like that, it's more for PvP. Alright, I'll walk over here to your garden. You can see you got your garden stuff. While I'm thinking about it, go ahead and grab this. I don't want to waste no. Waste no foods while I'm doing this little tutorial. But What was I saying? Oh, and you can't plant everything in one place, so do keep that in mind whenever you're trying to plant stuff. Alright, so a bear, like I said, is a tier 2, and if you go up to an animal, it will tell you what tier it is, so you know what tier you need to be in order to be able to ride it and stuff. Yeah, that's all my guards right there. Am I keeping seeds? No. Alright, so bear, a wolf, so a yeti. A yeti's a tier 3, but it doesn't need a saddle. A wolf is a tier 2, needs a saddle. Back here is the rhino, so y'all can see it. There you go. It needs a saddle and it's a tier 3. Right. And there's a bunch of other creatures. And there's easy ways to tame and stuff like that. And it's just depending on how you want to play. But thank you for watching this tutorial on the skill breakdown tree. If y'all have any questions, you can leave a comment down below. And hopefully this will help out all you new players that want to come play. Yes, the game is still out and people are still playing it. Bring the community back, bring the love back. This is a really good game. I highly recommend it. I don't recommend you buying it at full price, but I do recommend it. But thank y'all. I'm sorry it's so long, but enjoy. Till next time. Peace.